Yo, what's up, y'all? Listen. Today I got a different type of video. This is gonna be a how-to type of video for y'all, okay? So I'm gonna be teaching y'all how to basically drive a manual transmission, you know what I'm saying, vehicle. It don't have to be just for G37s or whatever, because generally all manuals are the same once you get the concept down, you feel me? Of course, the clutch on every car is different, you feel me? And the clutch is the, you know what I'm saying, is a little pedal all the way on this side, you know what I'm saying, all the way on this side. You press down when you want to change gears. But we're gonna get into that a little bit later. So first things first, bro, okay? I'm gonna try to teach y'all in steps. This is like a beginner's tutorial, bro. If you guys want more advanced, or like how to downshift and all that other stuff without slowing down, whatever, I might make another video on that. But as of right now, this is gonna be like a very beginner's type video for y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all a little run back of how I learned. When I first got this car, I did not know how to drive I was not comfortable driving a manual transmission. 100%, I was not. I drove this shit from when I bought this in New York. I had to drive it to Ohio. That's like basically a 12-hour drive or whatever you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I made it happen, okay? But this is how I learned. Number one, I watch YouTube videos, try to get a grasp of it. So I'm gonna teach y'all in steps, okay? First things first, you gotta be comfortable with your shifts, okay? So let me turn off the car for a second. You gotta be comfortable with your shifts. So you need to know what's first, what's second, what's third, what's fourth, what's fifth, and what's sixth. This is a six-speed manual transmission car. So get comfortable shifting your car into the different gears. If you don't have a manual car right now, but you're looking into buying one, all I can say is just watch me, and whenever you get a chance to drive or test drive one, use these tips that I'm giving you, and try your best. Yo, try your best, man. But look, so what I did and what I want you to be comfortable with is first, second, third. If you're test driving a car, you're most likely not gonna go straight to the highway on your first drive, but who knows, bro? But first, second, third, fourth, okay? First is all the way left corner, second down left, third middle up, fourth middle down, fifth top right, and sixth down right. You feel me? Not that hard, okay? And of course, when you're shifting the gears, you want to hold your clutch down while you're doing it too, you know? You feel me? And you could feel it. You're gonna get comfortable with it, bro. I promise you, when I first started driving manual, bro, I wasn't comfortable, like, am I in the right gear, you know what I'm saying? But it just goes with, like, over time, if you continuously putting the car in gear and learning, like, okay, that's first, that's second, that's third, oh yeah, that's fourth right there, that's fifth right there, that's sixth right there, you feel me? So you just have to practice, but always know far left up, that's first, nigga, okay? Don't try to start your car or start driving in like second or third from a stop. You're gonna destroy your transmission, dude. Like for real, bro, you're gonna destroy your transmission. Do not do that, bro, okay? Don't do it, okay? So that's the first step for y'all to take, or practice, okay? Just practice shifting gears, okay? Practice all the gears in your car. Second, you gotta understand, I don't know if y'all can see that. You see the RPMs? Every car has RPMs, right? You probably can't see it. It's fucking hard to show y'all with this POV setup. But RPMs cluster on your left, right? For this car, it goes from 0 to 9, okay? I've never redlined my fucking car. I ain't gonna lie, I don't care what nobody say. I've never redlined my G37. So I would tell y'all not to do that, okay? Don't do that. Especially if you're a beginner, do not do that, okay? So how I learned how to know when to shift gears was based on the RPMs. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown. It's gonna be it might be a little bit confusing, right? But just bear with me, okay? So when I'm in first gear, right, put the car in first, right, and I start driving, right? Take notes. I'm helping y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm helping y'all out. Take some notes. When I put it in first, start driving, you're gonna see the RPMs go from 0 to 1 and start raising up to 2,000. So it's in thousands, okay? But I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, okay? Just stay with me. Hopefully I'm explaining this to the best of my ability, okay? I'm trying to teach y'all, okay? But first, you wanna start driving. Once you do, okay, it's gonna be around 1, 1.5, almost about to be at 2. When you're basically at 2, you wanna switch gears to second, okay? You want to switch it to second, okay? It's gonna be your RPM is gonna be roughly around 2 at that point. When you start driving, when it gets to 2.5, almost 3, basically 3, you want to switch gears to third, okay? It's real simple, okay? And then when you're driving again, it's gonna drop down to around 2, 2.5. Once your RPMs go up to around about to be 3. About to cross that 3,000 RPM gauge, you want to switch to fourth. You know what I'm saying? And then do the same thing. Fourth will bring you back down to around 2, 2.5. And then when it's about to pass 3, go to fifth. You know what I'm saying? And then do the same thing again. It's so simple. I promise you it's so simple. Once you get once you're in fifth gear, it's gonna drop around to 2, 2.5. Once it gets roughly around 3, you want to go to 6, okay? And that's like if you're driving with if you're not trying to race anybody, okay? I want y'all to keep that in mind. If you're not trying to race anybody, that's the normal way how I learned to shift gears and drive normally, okay? All right. Hopefully y'all took all those notes in your head, and hopefully it wasn't that confusing for y'all, okay? It's pretty simple, I think. First, you want to keep it in first until you reach around 2,000 RPM, switch it to second. Second, you want to switch it to third gear once it gets almost basically at 3,000 RPMs to third. And then once you're at third, it's going to drop down to around 2,000. When it gets back to 3,000 RPM, switch it to fourth, and so on for the rest of the gears. You feel me? All right. Next thing, okay? This is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, starting from the stop is the hardest part about driving a manual car. Bro, when I tell y'all, like, I hated stopping when I got this car because I felt like I was embarrassing the fuck of myself, my heart racing, all type of stuff. There's people behind me blowing me because I kept on stalling, mad crazy shit, bro. Bro, especially when I first got the car in New York. You know, them New York people they don't give a fuck. Okay, they don't give a fuck, dude. So you know what I'm saying? They were just violating me, bro, when I stalled. But once again, like I was saying, first gear is the hardest gear to start off on. Once you get the car rolling and stuff, even if you switch gears and stuff and it might slightly mess up, you can't, it's very hard to stall unless you're really just baited, okay? So first gear, right? All right, you guys are ready, right? So you remember how I was telling y'all about RPMs when you're switching gears and stuff, right? You remember? Yeah? Word? Type in the comments. Yeah. All right. Bet. So, look, I'm gonna start the car for y'all, okay? I'm gonna start the car for you. Hold the clutch down. Press the start button. Okay? Ignore my tire pressure gauge. It's gonna be blinking right there. I don't know why it's blinking. I think I just gotta change the sensors because my tires are not flat. I literally checked this morning, bro. Like, it's tweaking the fuck out. Anyways, you see how my RPMs are underneath the 1. It's underneath the 1, like my gauge right here, right? It's like a little bit above 0.5 or 5,000. Oh shit, I don't want to get copyrighted. Hold on, pal. Hold on, buddy. But yeah, it's underneath, right? You You see how I'm revving the car a little bit, right? All right. Get. This is where it gets technical. All right. This is where it gets technical. Practice revving your car a little bit, like softly, not like the aggressive revs and stuff. Okay. Just practice it. Like get used to your throttle response and all that type of stuff. Okay. Just practice getting it to 1.5 RPM, so 1,500 RPMs. Okay. That little bar, that little notch between the 1 and the 2 on the RPMs. Okay. Practice getting it right there. Now that was too much right there, right? Just practice getting it there. Once you get that down pat and get your throttle response down pat, you feel me? Once you get that down pat, this is where you put it in first gear. Okay. So look, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a quick, like I'm gonna quickly show y'all real quick. Okay. So look, I put it in first. Well, hold the clutch down. I forgot to tell y'all, anytime you're switching gears, I'm sorry, I'm a L teacher. Anytime you're switching gears, you want to hold your foot down on the clutch and put it in gear, in the first gear. So in this case, it'll be first gear. All right. And I also forgot to tell y'all, get used to your clutch, like get used to pressing your clutch. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm a L teacher, but get used to pressing your clutch. Every clutch has like what you could call a bite point. You feel me? It's really hard to explain over like video terms of like feeling the bite point of your clutch. The best way I could explain it to you is once you get in the car and you press the clutch down, just practice releasing slowly off of it. When you press it all the way down to the floor, practice releasing slowly off of it with your left foot. Okay. Just keep doing that until you feel more comfortable with it. Okay. You're gonna feel the bite point more once you put it in the first gear and you try moving the car forward. Okay. So now back to explain all this. Okay. So remember, feel when you're about to start in first gear, put your clutch all the way in, put it in the first gear, top left. All right. Now don't forget the trusty, the handy dandy handbrake. Put that down. All right. Put that down. Okay. Now you're good. Now, remember what I said? Remember, rev the car a little bit to like 1.5 RPMs, right? And at the same time as that, you keep it at 1.5 RPMs. Slowly raise your foot off the clutch, and you're gonna feel the car start moving forward. And then boom, you're driving, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, when it gets to the 2, you switch gears, hold the clutch down, let go of the gas, put in second. You feel me? So look, I'm gonna show y'all real quick, okay? I know y'all can't see my RPMs cluster right now, but look, I'm gonna try it again, right? So look, brake down, clutch all the way down on my left foot, clutch all the way down, put it in first gear, check, check, check. All right, now start revving the car to 1.5 RPMs and try to keep the RPMs right around there. Like slightly baby revving it, then slowly release off the clutch. You're gonna feel the car start inching forward, and then when it starts rolling, let go of your clutch, release all the way, keep it there. Now it's at 2,000 RPMs, so I let go of the gas, press the clutch down, slowly released off of it. Now I'm in second. You feel me? So hold on, let me drive around real quick. Let me drive around. Hold on. Okay, so I'm in second gear right now, so I'm like at the 2,000 RPMs. All right, I'm 2,000 RPMs right now. I don't need to switch gears until I reach 3,000. Okay, in this area that I'm driving, I'm not driving very quick, so there's no need to switch to third gear. Okay, all right. Essentially, one note I also want y'all to take note of is second gear is like your best, that's your best friend. Okay, you want to use second gear for everything, essentially. Not really for everything, but look, pretend you're in standstill traffic. Okay, right, you're rolling, but you're not at a complete stop, right? you want to keep the car, well, for this car, you want to keep it in second gear, okay? Until you've completely stopped, okay? When you completely stop, you want to take it out of gear, put it in neutral, okay? All right, first gear, listen, first gear is just your get going gear. Once you get the car going, second gear is basically like your first. That's the true first, if that makes sense. I know I'm confusing the fuck out of y'all. Y'all like, dang, y'all like, Reidy, the fuck is you talking about? You're like, what are you talking about, bro? But look, first gear is only meant to get your car to start rolling, okay? That's the only purpose of first gear, okay? You do not want to be driving in first gear going 20 miles per hour. You don't want to do that. First gear is just to get your car rolling. Once the car starts rolling, you want to put it straight to second gear, okay? And this is a great video, because for y'all that don't watch the video through, you won't get the little tips and tricks and, you know what I'm saying, good like, what's the word? I'm going fucking blank here, y'all. Like the good best tips for driving a manual car.
Are you serious right now, bro?
That's the best way I could put it, okay? So I'm gonna explain it again, okay? I'm gonna try to explain this the best I can. All right, make sure everything, your thing is in neutral. Wiggle the stick. No diddy. Wiggle it. No diddy. Word. Facts. Wiggle it. Leave it right there.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
It's in neutral. Make sure your handbrake is down. Okay, it's down. Make sure your foot is on the brakes. If you're in a flat area, you don't even need your foot on the brake. The car will not roll unless you're on like a slight incline, okay? All right, now what you want to do is press your clutch all the way in with your left foot. Put it in first gear, top left. Remember what I said, baby rev the car before releasing off your clutch. You want to baby rev the car. Try to keep it around 1,500 RPMs, right? Once you get to 1,500 RPMs, slowly release your foot off the clutch, very slowly. You're gonna feel the car keep creeping, keep it at 1,500. Then when you feel the car going, let go of the clutch. And then when you get to 2,000 RPM, switch it to second gear by pressing all the way down in the clutch, put it in second, bottom left, and then releasing off the clutch, okay? When you're in second gear, right, the car is not as, it's very more forgiving if you release quick off the clutch. If you're in first gear and you release quick off the clutch trying to go forward, you will stall, okay? All right, so that's why I said, like, first gear is like the hardest gear to get going, okay? That's where a lot of people end up stalling from all the time, because they're in first gear and then they mistime it right, or they come off the clutch too quick, or whatever the case may be, okay? First is the hardest. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, you could come off the clutch hard as hell, aggressive, but it won't stall. But you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be jerking and shit. Unless you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Unless you want a smooth little transition between the gears, you wanna come off a little smooth off the clutch, add a little gas at the same, as soon as you're coming off the clutch, and then boom, you're good, okay? All right, so when you come to a stop, pull that handbrake up. You know what I'm saying? Pull that handbrake up. All right, look, I really hope I'm explaining this the best I can. Yo, bro, type in the comments down below if you got this far, and let me know if I'm explaining this pretty well. People will say, right? People will say you got to understand the bite of your clutch, right? And all this other stuff, but in actuality, the best way to help me understand when to release off the clutch and get the car going, you have to have it at 1,500 RPMs. We'll keep revving the car till it's around there. Keep it revved there. Slowly release off your clutch while you're in first gear, of course. And then you're gonna feel the car keep moving forward. All right, you're gonna feel it start creeping forward. Once it starts creeping forward, keep it at 1,500. Slowly keep releasing off that clutch until your foot is all the way off the clutch, and then keep pressing on the gas. You're gonna feel the car is just going by itself. And then when you get to 2,000 RPMs, you wanna press all the way down on the clutch again, put it bottom left into second gear, release, and while you're releasing, start adding a little bit of gas, not a lot, just a little tiny bit of gas, and then you're gonna be in second. And then When you reach 3,000 RPMs in second, do the same thing for third. 3,000 RPMs for third, same thing for fourth gear. 3,000 RPMs in fourth, switch it to fifth. And then 3,000 RPMs in sixth, switch it to sixth, okay? It's that simple, bro. It's that simple once you get going. So I'm not gonna cap to y'all. The hardest part is going. So I would say, if you have a friend that got a manual transmission car, whatever the case might be, ask him, yo, bro, let me practice just starting off in first gear and getting to second. If you get it down, going from first to second and not stalling, you can drive a manual transmission vehicle, bro. Like, my mom been telling me, everybody that drives a manual car, if you could drive a manual car, you can drive any single car in the entire world, bro. There's not one car in the world you cannot drive, bro. And that's facts. That's facts. You have more control over the car. You feel more at one with the car. Mad other stuff, okay? All right. Now let me know in the comments if you want me to go further into this video about driving a manual car with like downshifting and like how would you downshift if you trying to race somebody and they come up next to you saying 3, 2, 1 tight shit. How do you put it in a gear that will, get you ahead of them tight shit, you know what I'm saying? Fourth and third, I'm gonna let y'all right now know, fourth and third are your speed gears, okay? That's the gears you wanna, go crazy with, okay? Fifth and sixth are not really your speed gears, but fourth and third are your speed gears. But let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to explain more in depth again with a beginner's tutorial of driving a manual transmission car. But hopefully I explain this as best as I can. I really try to. Another way I can explain this to you is well, with switching gears, right? Remember, 1,500 when you have it in first, not moving. As soon as you keep at 1,500, let's lift your foot off that off your clutch. You're gonna feel it creeping forward. Keep it at 1,500 until it finally starts rolling and your foot is all the way off the clutch. Then when it gets to 2,000 RPM, switch it to second gear, and then you're rolling, right? Here's another way to check, or how I look at things to know when to switch gears, right? When you're in second gear, you're gonna be roughly around 20 miles per hour to 30 miles per hour, right? Once you reach that 30 miles per hour gauge that you're going, you want to switch to third gear, right? You want to keep in third gear until you get to around 45 miles per hour. Once you get to 45 miles per hour, you want to switch to fourth gear, right? And then when you reach around 55, 60 miles per hour, you want to switch to fifth gear. And then it's up to you from that point how you want to switch your gears, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I learned and how I got comfortable with like switching gears with my car, just trying to connect RPMs to miles per hour and all that stuff over like the years I've owned this car, okay? But let me know if y'all have any better tips for me down below. Let me know if you want me to make another part to this video trying to explain better how to drive a manual transmission car. But remember, take all of my steps into consideration. Practice switching gears first. Once you feel comfortable, what's first, what's second, what's third, what's fourth, what's fifth, what's sixth, right? Once you get that down, next thing I'll do is start practicing pressing down on your clutch, trying to feel the sensitivity of it. After that, I want you to practice pressing down on your throttle and understanding your throttle response based on your RPMs, and then practice trying to keep it at 1,500 by like baby revving it. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that down, boom, put your car in first. Make sure your handbrake is down, of course. Put your car in first, put your foot all the way down the clutch, baby rev it, keep it at around 1,500 RPM, slowly release off that clutch as you keep at 1,500 RPMs. And then you're gonna feel the car leading forward or moving forward. And then when I say as soon as it's your foot is all the way off the clutch and you're still pressing on that gas ever so slightly, you're gonna be rolling. And then when it reaches 2,000 RPMs, switches to second, When you reach 3,000 RPMs, switch it to third. When you reach 3,000 RPMs again, switch it to fourth, and so on, man. It's not that hard after you get past first. I promise y'all. I know all y'all can do it, bro. I drove this car and stalled so many times. Don't be embarrassed with stalling, bro. And I know you're gonna be nervous as hell, because that was me. My heart was beating fast every time I stalled and stuff. Just keep your composure, restart your car, and try again, bro. And just keep doing that, bro. That's the best way you can learn, okay? So that's my tips to y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if you want to see another part 2 to this of like downshifting and things of that nature. I'm probably gonna do a video on that anyways. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of y'all that decided to pop out in this video and stuff. I really do, bro. But yeah, hey man, love ya, man. I'm out of here, man.
Baby, I'm too hot, I ain't wanna fuck no one. Bitch, you got some nerve claiming that you know me. Nigga, you got some nerve claiming that I owe you. You ain't know the secret to the drip till I showed you. Hey.